right now, somewhere on Earth. A person is reaching for their smartphone, not because it rang, not because it vibrated, not because someone contacted them, but simply because their brain told them to. Think about that for a moment. A small piece of glass and metal now captures more human attention than almost anything in history. People check it before getting out of bed, before eating, before sleeping, sometimes before speaking to another human being. The average person may spend years of their life staring at a screen, and yet almost nobody stops to ask a simple question. What is this device doing to the human brain? Because the smartphone is not just changing how we communicate, it may be changing how we think, how we focus, how we sleep, how we feel, and even how we experience reality itself. The human brain evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. The smartphone arrived only a few decades ago. But in that short time, it may have become one of the most powerful psychological forces ever created. And the most surprising part? The biggest changes are happening silently, inside your mind, without you even noticing. This is the story of what smartphones are doing to the human brain. For most of human history, information moved slowly. News traveled by word of mouth. Messages took days, weeks, or even months. Knowledge was limited by distance. Then everything changed. The smartphone placed the world inside a pocket. For the first time in history, a person could instantly access nearly all human knowledge. Maps, music, books, videos, conversations, entertainment, all from a single device. Billions of humans adopted smartphones faster than almost any technology before them. Children grew up with them. Adults became dependent on them. Entire industries were rebuilt around them. But every technology changes the people who use it. And smartphones may be changing humans in ways nobody expected. Deep inside the human brain exists a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine helps drive motivation. It encourages humans to seek rewards. For ancient humans, rewards meant survival, finding food, discovering water, making friends, solving problems. The system evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. Then smartphones arrived. Every notification creates anticipation. A message, a like, a comment, a video, something new, something rewarding. The brain begins to associate the phone with possibility, and possibility is powerful. Soon, many people begin checking their phones automatically. Not because they need information, but because their brain expects a reward. The phone becomes a slot machine in the pocket. Every tap offers another chance for something interesting. Something surprising. Something pleasurable. For most of history, boredom was unavoidable. Humans waited, walked long distances, sat quietly, watched nature, stared into firelight. And during those moments, the mind wandered. Ideas formed. Memories were processed. Creativity emerged. Today, boredom is disappearing. Every empty moment can instantly be filled. Waiting in line? Open your phone. Walking alone? Open your phone. Sitting quietly? Open your phone. The result is something unusual. Many people rarely experience uninterrupted thought. The brain receives information constantly, but receives less time to reflect. And some researchers believe those quiet moments may be more important than we realize. The human brain evolved to focus on meaningful information. A sound in the forest, movement in the distance, a story told around a fire. But smartphones compete for attention constantly. Apps are designed to keep users engaged. Notifications interrupt focus. Videos become shorter. Content becomes faster. The brain adapts. Attention jumps from one thing to another. Minutes become seconds. Long articles become difficult. Deep concentration becomes rare. The mind grows accustomed to constant novelty, and ordinary life begins to feel less stimulating by comparison. Imagine an ancient human discovering an endless supply of food. They would probably struggle to stop eating. The human brain evolved in a world of scarcity, not abundance. Social media introduced something evolution never prepared us for: infinite content. There is always another video, another post, another headline, another recommendation. The stream never ends. And because it never ends, many people struggle to stop. Minutes become hours, hours become habits, and habits become lifestyles. The scroll continues, long after the original purpose is forgotten. For most of human history, darkness signaled rest. When the sun disappeared, the body prepared for sleep. But smartphones changed the relationship between humans and darkness. Millions of people now spend their final waking moments looking into bright screens. Blue light influences melatonin, the hormone responsible for helping regulate sleep. The brain receives mixed signals. Night no longer feels like night. Many people fall asleep later, sleep less, and wake up feeling exhausted. The device remains active long after the body should be resting, and over time the effects can accumulate. Humans are more connected than ever before. A message can travel across the planet instantly. A video call can connect families separated by oceans. Social media allows constant communication, yet loneliness continues to rise. Why? Because connection and presence are not the same thing. The human nervous system evolved around physical interaction, eye contact, facial expressions, shared experiences, physical presence. Smartphones provide communication, but they cannot fully replace what humans evolved to need. And sometimes, despite being surrounded by digital connections, people still feel alone. Never before has a generation grown up with smartphones from childhood. The long-term effects are still being studied. Scientists continue investigating how smartphones influence memory, attention, learning, sleep, relationships, and mental health. The smartphone is not inherently good or bad. It is a tool, perhaps the most powerful communication tool ever created. But every powerful tool changes its user, and smartphones may be reshaping humanity faster than we understand. Tonight, billions of smartphones will glow in the darkness. Notifications will appear, videos will autoplay, messages will arrive, and millions of people will reach for their phones without thinking. The smartphone fits inside a pocket, but its influence reaches deep into the human mind. The question is not whether smartphones change the brain. The question is how much, and what kind of humans we will become because of it. Because somewhere inside every modern person lives a brain that evolved in a world without screens, and that ancient brain is still trying to adapt.